As most of you have already found out by now, Crypto.com has changed the rewards for their Visa cards. Today I will dive into what exactly happened, what the future will bring for the company, and whether or not the cards are even still worth it. I will also give my own opinion and what I'm going to do personally. In short, the 1st of May they drastically altered their Visa card offering. No more interest on your staked amount and also reducing the cashback amount by a lot. On top of this, they removed the Spotify and Netflix reimbursements after the first 6 months, as of the 23rd of July, which is also the reason why just before posting this we had to rework this entire video yet again. The community was outraged, and because of that, a couple days later they said they would turn back or give back some of the previous benefits. But the end result was that it was still going to be a lot worse than before. And here I want to point out that these are just shady business practices. They prepared the second statement in advance. They knew exactly how the community would react, and because of that, exactly 3 days later, they turned back some of those decisions. And through doing this, they made the bad news sound a lot better than it actually is. It would be exactly the same if I would offer you a really good beer. You've just worked an entire day, you're tired, and you are really looking forward towards that nice and cold glass of goodness. So you go, "Oh, thank you, that's so nice of you to offer me such a good beer." After which I just reply with the answer that I no longer have any beer, but I do have some dirty water I can offer you. So you are probably going to be quite cross with me. But just when I let your anger fester just a little bit, then I say, "Oh, but I have a nice Coke lying around here." And you go, "Well, that's a great improvement over the water, but you are comparing it to the wrong thing. You are comparing it with the water, while instead you should be comparing it with the nice beer that you were offered first. And this definitely isn't an improvement." I hope you see where I'm getting at, but I will get back on this in a minute. After the revised rates, we are now stuck with this. Drastically reduced staking rewards for the card from 10 and 40% of the Jade and Icy White respectively to now 4 and 8%. On top of this, they reduced the cashback from 1 up to 8%, depending on the card tier, to 0 up to 5%. And the biggest caveat of them all is that now your cashback amounts are also capped. So you can only get back $25 for the Ruby card a month and $50 a month for the Jade tier card. The Icy White's cashback is also reduced from 5 to 3% now, but it has no cap, so there's that. In effect, this means for the Ruby and the Jade card that you can only spend $2,500 a month to get any cash back. Anything above that amount and you just get no cash back, so it's a bit wasted. Luckily, they didn't change the Spotify or Netflix reimbursements, so you still have those, and those are also not included in that amount. However, as I said in the beginning, 2 months later, you now only get Spotify or Netflix reimbursements for the first 6 months. So what are the implications of this? Well, let's do the math for the Ruby card first. You need to invest 350 euros in the card and get 1% cashback on purchases on top of a free Spotify subscription for the first 6 months, worth $12.99 per month. So basically a 78 euro benefit. So in short, we need to earn another 372 euros to break even. If you spend 2,500 euro per month, you get 25 euro per month back. In that case, it would take you 11 months to break even. However, if you spend only 1,000 euro per month, then that means just 10 euros per month in earnings. Then it would take you over 27 months. For the Jade, this means investing 3,500 euro for the card, but you get free Netflix as well for 6 months and a slightly higher cashback, as well as a 4% return each year on your invested capital. However, I'm not going to include that 4% in the return of the card, since you can get way higher returns staking it even on Crypto.com's own DeFi platform. So why bother with the 4%? This means that even with free Netflix worth 12 euro and Spotify worth 13 euro for 6 months, for a total benefit of 150 euro, you still need to earn 3,350 euros in cashbacks to break even. Even if you spend over 2,000 euros per month for a total benefit of 50 euros, you still need 67 months to break even. So over 5.5 years. And this is in the most optimal scenario. For the higher tier cards, the earnings in Spotify and Netflix are still uncapped for now. For the IC White and above, you still get an 8% annual return on your capital, and there also isn't any cap on cashback. However, at the current rate, it is only worth it if you spend a lot of money with it. As an example, say you want to break even within a reasonable 4 years, with investing 35,000 euros for that card. You still get a nice 8% return on capital every year, so 2,800 euros per year. In total, that gives you 11,200 over a period of 4 years. We are going to assume here that the price of the token remains the same across that period. If you use Spotify, Netflix and Amazon every month, that means you get about 40 euros back every month through those subscriptions. So over that time frame, it's good for 1,920 euros. Even with all that, you need to spend about 15,200 euros per month to break even within 4 years. So basically a cashback worth 465 euros every month. The free tier card has become completely pointless. The Ruby card can maybe still be worth the small gamble that it is. Getting the Jade card is way too risky if you need that long to break even, in my opinion, especially when investing in a volatile asset like cryptocurrencies. And the IC White is only worth it if you really believe in the future of the company, or if you spend an obscene amount every month with the card. And in most cases, if you want to invest into the CRO token, then you are better off just getting the Ruby card and investing the rest into the DeFi app. And this is exactly the point I want to drive home here. The whole reason I was really enthusiastic about the company was because it was a token with an actual use case. They created their whole ecosystem around those cards, which inherently made the token valuable. But now they are slowly but surely taking away all the benefits that make the cards great. So that begs the question, why even invest into their CRO token then? Well, at the moment, the only sensible answer I can give you is that either they will revise their card in a more positive way in the future, which personally I doubt, or they find some alternative use for it. But as of right now, I don't see it. On top of that, you are investing your money into a company that said it would improve their communication. As I said in my review video, they did so for over 2 years. To now just pull the same crap again is really beyond belief. There are plenty of ways of bringing bad news, but none of them involve gaslighting consumers. No matter how you look at it, Crypto.com manages money, and any financial institution in the real world, like for example a bank, that would do the exact same would get at least front page news. So why are we treating Crypto.com any different? I was personally thinking of upgrading towards the next tier card, so the IC White in the future. And now I'm definitely not going to do that anymore. I'm going to keep staking for my current card. The amount I have on there is, due to the recent market downturn, negligible anyway. But I'm not going to invest any more into their native CRO token. The company itself will survive and maybe even thrive, so it is worth the small gamble that it currently is for me. And in the meantime, I can still use the card with some nice benefits. Crypto.com can change its offering again in the future, as they did now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for other card providers and try to diversify a little. However, even with those, the main problem remains that behind those cards is a single company, and nothing prevents them from doing the exact same that Crypto.com is doing. So personally, I'm not even entirely convinced that that is going to be the solution. And this statement has aged like milk. due to what we have seen this week with yet again bad communication and drastically altering their Visa cards. But who knows? Time will tell. What are you going to do? Are you going to keep staking? Are you going to sell everything? Or are you even going to start investing with them? Let me know in the comments down below, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.